What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at this knife. This is the Reate District 9. This is an old discontinued Reate model that they don't make anymore. It's a flipper. There you go. Check this out. This one has been used a lot. The guy bought it from, he bought it from a different person who used it a lot. It was like his dedicated user knife, and he used it and abused it, and you can tell it's got like staining on the blade. It's got all these dark handles. Kind of the stone washing on that titanium's been a little bit frayed up over the years, as you can see there, scratched up over the years anyway. But this is a really cool model, the District 9. It's a titanium frame lock made by Reate, of course, made in China. Reate's quality is excellent, and it has been for years. I mean, this is no different than Reates you would buy even today. It feels just up to par with what they've been doing now, maybe slightly not as great. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the only thing that this does have, it's developed some detent lash. As you can see there, there's a little bit of detent play up and down out when it's closed. There's a little bit of detent play in the blade, but out of so much use that this thing's gotten, I wouldn't even complain about that, because this thing has been super solid. I mean, even after all this use, after all these years, it's been super solid. No blade play up, down, left, or right. Completely solid lockup. The action is great. I took it apart and cleaned it out, and it's just in great shape. The detent is awesome. Even the thumb studs work great. I think this knife does a really good job of balancing the thumb studs and the flipper tab strength with the detent. A lot of knives can't get that balance very well, down really well, but this knife has a really good balance between the thumb stud and the flipper tab. So, very interesting. It's got these nice contoured titanium handles. It's got this nice kind of groove in the handles, which gives a little bit of character, especially this extra one up here. It's got some jimping on the top, jimping on the blade. The stops are the thumb studs. They're used as the stops for the blade. There's no stop pin. These are the stop pins, is the thumb studs. This is a very comfortable knife. It's a very large folder, I would say. Full size grip. All 4 fingers, 3.5-inch blade-ish, maybe slightly bigger, maybe 3.75-inch braid, somewhere in there. Larger, get your whole hand on that. Feels really good because it's all contoured. I mean, they do a nice job rounding. All these Reate knives, they just feel really good because they feel finished. I like the design of this. I like the way it looks. It looks awesome. It's kind of just made to be used. A lot of Reates kind of are showpieces, and you're like, you don't want to mess them up too much because they're real shiny and everything. This was made to be used. It was made to be beat on, and you can definitely tell, like, this, it wants to go to work, and you can feel that in the quality and everything. So the access to the lock bar is really good. It's got a lock bar insert, as you can see there on that frame lock, with the lock bar stabilizer here. See there, it's a little 45 caliber cap. It's kind of cool. Just a popsicle stick pocket clip, but it's got that line in there to match the character with the handles. This particular one is an S35 yen blade. That's what they were using, which is an excellent steel even today. It's a very good, well-rounded steel. No complaints there at all. Very nice blade shape. It's got this nice wedge at the top. Makes it look really nice. Still sharp. I mean, this thing's awesome. Feels really solid in the hand. The only complaint I would say about it's super comfy. The only ergonomic complaint I have is right here on this jimping on this left side. It's a little bit sharp. So the only place it digs in is right there where my index finger meets the frame lock there. It's the only really corner that's actually a little bit sharp on there. So maybe if you rounded that over, it would be perfect. But everything feels super nice. No complaints at all other than that. The pivot screws stick out a bunch. I'm not sure why they decided to do that. As you can see there, they like come off the frame a bunch. Same thing with the thumb studs. I think it's just a design aspect, because as you can see here, you have like these circles going on. It's kind of like a theme throughout, these rounded circles, which is kind of nice. You also have perfect centering. Let me see. Pretty perfect centering. There you go. As you can see, maybe slightly off, but it looks pretty centered. Excellent action, nice flipping action, very ergonomic, feels great in the hand. Completely solid, no movement up, down, left, or right when open, and then you disengage it. Not drop shut, but very smooth when it closes. Just a little bit shake shut and feels good. and reasonable thickness there for the blade. So really awesome. Yeah, it's a really nice overbuilt old Reate knife that's discontinued now. I wish they still made this model. It's an excellent knife, excellent user. I love the stone washing on the blade and the handles. It hides the wear pretty well. I mean, this thing's been through war and back. I mean, it's not actual war, but you know, it's been through a lot. You can tell it's been beat on, it's been used, and it's still coming back for more. It still feels like a great knife. I mean, you could probably carry this for the next, I don't know, 20 years and it'd probably be fine. So excellent, awesome stuff here. And even like the lockup isn't even super far over. You see their lockup's still pretty early, so you have a lot of life left in that lock. So really cool model by Reate, the District 9. Let's do some size comparisons up against some other knives, because this is a pretty big knife. The first thing I'll compare it to is some other Reate knives. This is another older one, the Reate K2. This is a very nice discontinued model as well. Very long, kind of samurai style, as you can see there. This one's going to be longer, slightly longer there, as you can tell. Or also compare it to the Reate Tiger. This was a recent Reate knife that came out, also an excellent model by Reate, on the larger side as well. So I would say it's about the size of a K2 or a Tiger, about the size of the Reate Tiger, maybe just a hair shorter. But they're all very, very nice, hardworking knives. And this one particularly has the really nice stonewash contouring, very similar style. I think it was made around the same time. It's got that really nice stonewashing with those contoured handles. So really cool. Other knives we'll compare it to. Let's compare it to a Benchmade Bug Out and QSP Penguin. So you can see it's definitely full size, large knife. We'll also compare it to a couple others. Let's try the PM2 and the Para 3. So as you can see there, it's more like a little bit bigger than the Para or the PM2. So yeah, definitely full size. Yeah, I'd say maybe an eighth of an inch longer than the PM2, and definitely bigger than the Para 3. So really cool there. So overall, awesome design, awesome knife. Let's compare it to the ZT308. As you can see here, I like this comparison because they're both very large, overbuilt knives, and you can see that they're almost about the same size. The 308 is a little bit longer and definitely chunkier, but they're both very, very nice, hard-working folding knives. I feel like Reate used to make larger, bigger, overbuilt knives like this a little bit more, although they did come out with like the T1000 and stuff like that recently. But this was just a really nice, kind of like hard-working folding knife. I feel like it could have been like this whole design and everything. It kind of feels like a ZT knife almost. Just the vibe I get from it. Like if this had a ZT logo on there and stuff, I wouldn't even be surprised. Like it totally could have been a ZT model. You know, it feels a little bit like that. And in this blade shape reminds me a lot of the 0392 blade shape. Very similar to the blade shape on one of the 0392 models, or the 0393 as well has a very similar blade shape. So yeah, just a little bit interesting. Since I'm into ZT knives, I noticed kind of it reminded me of a lot of those. So, and it feels solid like those did. So really cool, really nice. Runs on bearings. No problems with the action at all. I mean, it's very snappy when you use thumb studs. Very snappy when you use thumb studs. Left-handed or right-handed, and flipper tab as well feels really good. I mean, you can feel it, but I mean, you give it any amount of pressure, it's going to come out. It feels good. So that's the Reate District 9. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your favorite Reate model is. If you like the old stuff like this, definitely tell me what your favorite old model is. But that's it for this one. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and have a great day. Bye.